Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver as referee Kerry Fraser gets ready to go to work. His linesmen today are Knox and Brad Lazarowicz.
Both of these teams are going with their #1 goaltenders today. For Calgary, it'll be Mike Vernon with a goals against average of 3.48. 22 wins, 24 losses, and 7 ties. Vernon still looking for his first shutout. And Kurt McLean looking for victory number 33 this season, which would be the best ever by a Canucks goaltender in a single year. 4 shutouts, goals against average 2.74.
The Canucks are starting Ronning, Sandlak, and Momesso against the big, strong, tough line of Otto, Cruz, and Stern for Calgary, and the Flames get possession off the opening face-off. Center crowds, and he fanned on the shot as Larionov centered it from back of the net.
Nice give and go, and Larionov and Adams have worked that very successfully most of this season.
Trevor Linden rushes to the Flame zone. Trevor Linden.
Well, the big guy gave an indication the other night that he's back on his game. Linden, the captain of the Canucks, with a blast just inside the blue line. What a rocket. Boy, I'll tell you, Vernon barely could get his stick side up, and it went right underneath the arm. A bullet of a shot from Trevor Linden. His 27th goal of the season, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Vancouver goal, his 27th of the season.
Ranheim out of the corner with the puck. Behind the net for Otto, trying to come in front. And the big guy stepped to handle, but he was handled by Lidster, and the Canucks finally get the puck out. Momesso at center. Try to get it to Ronning. Momesso picked it up. Shot! Sergio Momesso!
Well, Calgary is playing their hearts out. Just had a big shift all over the Canucks. The difference is the goaltending in this first period. McLean has stopped everything. Mike Vernon now has let in 2 suspects goals. From a bad angle, he should be able to stop that one from Momesso, and that long blast by Linden should never get by him either. But both of them have. Momesso and Linden have scored, and the Canucks lead 2-0. His big surge has found the scoring touch again.
Vancouver Canucks defeat the Calgary Flames, and this is Momesso's 2nd goal of the afternoon as the Canucks.
Linden comes out with the puck. Linden slides it to Lidster down the middle at center on the left for Fergus. Brings it in over the line, working in on goal. Has to make a turn near the left corner. Fergus still controlling the puck, working towards the slot. Passes to the side of the net for Lidster. Put in front. They score! Gary Volk. Or is it Ryan Walter?
Harry Volk.
Thanks.
Oh, what a nice play, though, by Linden. Trevor Linden gave Fleury the raspberry, still giving it to him because Fleury earlier had bumped Linden off the puck. But then it was Tom Fergus who makes the nice play. Sets up, slides it over to Lidster, who was in deep. And there was Volk all alone, and he was able to snap it home. As Frank Musil was out of position, he did not stop the pass, the goal mouth pass, and Volk notches his 6th goal of the season.
Gary Volk.
3:31, the time of the goal. And Diddick playing the points in the late stages of this power play. Dana Merzen takes the puck back of his goal, gives it to Diddick, drops it off to Bure. Coming along the left boards to center, and the crowd respond as he carries in quickly. Cutting in on goal, shoots, and the rebound, he scores! Pavel Bure! Calgary's protesting the goal.
Well, Kerry Fraser's getting some help from his linesman, too. They're going to go upstairs. They're going to review this one, I think, Jim. They want the phone, but...
With his leg, I think.
But they think he might have kicked it in, absolutely, and they'll review this. But Bure right in, tried to go between the legs. Then the puck came out, but it didn't look like he directed it in with his right skate. It looked like the save came right onto the skate and then bounced into the net. I think this would be a crime if this goal doesn't stand up. Does that mean entertainment and excitement for the Vancouver hockey fans? It's going to count.
With the video replay officials.
Well, it certainly went off his leg, but he did not direct it into the net.
His 20th goal of the season. Bure snapping the wrist shot, then breaking across the goal crease. But the save by Reese, you could clearly see it went in off the top of the skate or the shin pad, the lower part of it, and Bure did not direct it in. And the fans love it. Great goal, his 20th goal of the season, and Bure now has points in 8 straight games.
Didick and Merzen, who handled the puck deep in the Vancouver zone, get assists on the goal, but it was all Bure. Babbage goes back to his own line to get the puck. Now to Trevor Linden. On the left to Gary Balk into the Calgary zone along the left boards. Petit going to him. They bump near the end boards, and the puck goes back of the net to Yanni. Cleared it to the line, but not up. Babbage shot.
Well, it's a big afternoon for some of the unsung heroes. Momesso with a pair of goals. And now Gary Balk with his second of the game on a deflection of a Babbage shot in over the shoulder of Reese. And it's 6-0 Vancouver. And the Canucks are 4 for 6 on the power play. Gary Balk doing a good job going to the net. And Babbage with a good low shot. And Balk in good position in front of Petit. Deflected by the Calgary goaltender.
The crowd is really getting on Jeff Reese, who's steaming ever since the Bure goal was allowed. But he had no chance on this deflection. Visiting from Russia. Played deep in the Calgary zone. Ronning in the right corner with the puck, turning along the boards. His mother also in town, I might mention, as the puck is controlled by Sergio Momesso. Puts it in front of the net. Sandlak scores! Jim Sandlak. 7-0.
Well, Calgary is really let down now. I think Paul Ranheim, who was trying to check Sandlak, didn't give it much of an effort at all. You won't win any platitudes from your coach when you play like that. Sandlak just out-muscles Ranheim in front and then snaps the shot home. Reese had overcommitted to one side, left the far side wide open. But it's a big day for the Vancouver forwards. It really is. As Sandlak scores for the Canucks, and that's his 12th goal of the season.
12th of the season, scored by number 25, Jim Sandlak. The assist to number 27, Sergio Momesso.
Up, trying to come up from behind the goal, having difficulty as Berube throws a check on Babbage, and the Flames swarm in there, doing some excellent forechecking. But the puck is cleared out as Momesso goes in after it against Osiki. Momesso coming up with the puck, plays it in front. Here's Ronning, shoots, score! Cliff Ronning.
Oh, does Calgary ever look disorganized? 3 players went over to check Sergio Momesso. But Momesso showing great jump here this afternoon, hustled in to get to the puck with Osiki. It took a bad bounce right onto the stick, but then Ronnie called for the puck wide open. Bang, slap shot right by Reese over the glove. 8-0 Vancouver. Good effort by Momesso. Perfect shot by Cliff Ronning, and everything is going Vancouver's way here today.
That line having a big day. Momesso with a pair, Sandlak with a goal, and now there's center Cliff Ronning, who hasn't been scoring many goals lately. But he gets his 22nd goal of the year, and it's 8-0 Vancouver in the first minute of the third period. Puck is still in skates along the boards. Linden bumped again by McGinnis, who shovels it to the corner, and it's passed off by Balk to Linden. To the left point to Didick, right point to Lume. Put it on the left boards to Linden as they throw it around. Centered across, Fergus scores! Tom Fergus, great goal. It's 9-0.
Where did the Canucks find this power play? Man, they're putting on a clinic here this afternoon. Beautiful passing. Not much resistance, though, from the Calgary penalty killers. Linden with a cross-ice pass. One-time shot by Fergus. He can hammer it. And it's 9-0. One of the most impressive offensive outputs the Canucks have had in a long time. Their best this season, the best in many seasons. Fergus now makes it 9-0.
Vancouver goal is 12th of the season, scored on the power play by
12th
number
goal of the year for Tom Fergus.
Tom Fergus.
The happiest fans around BC are those who have entered our power play contest. And it's flipped off the boards and out by Paul Cruz out there now for Calgary. And the tough kid races into forecheck as the pass goes to Jyrki Lume. It's center to Pavel Bure. Coming down the middle, neat move at the line. Drops it off to Lariana. He shoots, and the rebound score! Jyrki Lume makes it 10-0.
Well, if you're going to get 10 goals in a game, you might as well make the 10th one a pretty one, and that's exactly what it was for the Canucks. The two Russians, Larionov and Bure, doing their magic. Drop pass to Larionov. He won't shoot. He won't shoot. He finally does, but the rebound comes right to Lume, who had jumped up in the rush, and he bangs in the rebound to make it 10-0 Vancouver. Great passing, though. Bure and Larionov, and then Larionov finally took the shot, but the rebound came right to Lume for his 12th goal of the season. And Vancouver really has a laugher here today.
First of the season, scored by number 21, Jyrki
Lume hasn't scored for a long time. Of course, he contributes in other ways. 3 goals. Reese has been in since. He makes a save on a long shot, and the crowd's really on him. Puck goes into the corner, bounces off Ronning, now goes in back of the net to Momesso. In the right corner to Ronning. Ronning off the boards with the puck to the point. Diddick shot right on. Good stop by Reese. Rebound. Score. Trevor Linden. And it's 11-0.
I feel sorry for Reese, though, the goaltender. I know he's giving up some beautiful rebounds. They look like big watermelons. But Michel Petit, he did absolutely nothing to stop Trevor Linden. I mean, here he is up there. He doesn't tie up his stick. Linden just takes the gloves on the chest, but he's got his stick on the ice and just snaps the rebound by Reese to make it 11-0. So the Canucks now have scored 11 goals in their history 3 times now in a hockey game, as Trevor Linden gets his 2nd goal of the game, his 28th of the season.
His 28th of the season, scored on the power play by number 16, Trevor Linden.
Well, Calgary's had 80 minutes, and the Canucks have had 10 power play opportunities. They're finally going to get this game finished, we hope. There's 2.9 seconds left on the clock, and there's still a delay before they'll drop the puck. And McLean is in there, 2.9 seconds away from a shutout. He's faced 30 shots. Calgary's outshot Vancouver on the day. Of course, it's been a rough one, and the Canucks lost Doug Lidster early in the 2nd period with a shoulder injury, and he's such a key player. We have no indication how serious it is, but you know, it has to be pretty poor an injury for Lidster to miss any ice time. He's so durable. Well, now we're ready for the face-off to kill off the remaining 3 seconds. Nieuwendyk and Fergus, a couple of clean players who don't get many penalties. And the puck is dropped. The time runs down, and this game is over.
Kurt McLean being congratulated by his teammates for the 11-0 shutout of the Calgary Flames. And if you look back in the 1st period, that's when McLean was really sharp, when Calgary came out and were playing very well. As it turned out, they didn't get very good goaltending themselves. From Mike Vernon, they made a change after the 1st period. Trevor Linden joined with Roberts a little bit. There's not a lot of good feeling between these two teams, and there never has been. You know, Vancouver and Calgary have always battled very hard, but Calgary's won most of the time. But Vancouver is doing something about that this year, as the Canucks now have beaten the Flames 3 times this season.